Hello there and welcome. I'm WWII, and if you're new here, I really hope I'll earn your subscription today. This is the last video where we're going to look at the Army Painter's historical paint sets. And we already painted the German soldier and the American soldier. So today we are looking at the British soldier. I 3D printed this British private and he is in a standard military British uniform. And I thought, okay, I got elite units from the German army and the American army. So I actually printed a SAS soldier because I know there's a special red color in here for his beret. Let's get him primed, but first we need to look what's inside the box. We better get started. Okay, let's start have a look what's in the World War II British paint set. And as we had in all the other sets, we have the Dibbet's most magnificent brush. But let's have a look what's inside the box. We got the usual painting guide with tips and tricks if you're a new painter. Then we have a table for all the war paints that are in the Fanatic series. We have a black and white. We have a black tone. This is the same as the dark tone in the original war paint sets. And we also have some warm skin tone, which is the warm skin shade. Military shade is the original name. And then we have the brown tone, and this is the same as the strong tone. I really like that they put these labels so you can match what the equivalent color is in the original set if you're going to buy some more of this stuff. It's the same thing for this Command Red. This is the same color as the pure red. Over here we have a fair skin, and this is actually a unique color. This is a new skin color. In the previous two sets where I painted the German soldier and the American soldier, there was rosy skin and barbarian flesh, and they put in a unique color here, and let's see how that works with the warm skin tone. Maybe British people have a unique color, I don't know. In this British set, we also have a triad like we had in the German and American set. And this is called the dark battle dress, the mid battle dress, and then we have a light battle dress. And this is to paint the uniform. I think these colors are quite unique. I really like them. They will become very useful in my fantasy painting. Let's put them together here. We also have a webbing green. And this is also one of the unique colors. There's a lot of unique colors in this set. I think this is a cool green color. Very useful. British Camo Green, also a unique color. This is a new red color, Berry Maroon. I think this is a pretty cool red color. We have the Scarab Green. This is called Commando Green. And this is a turquoise, very dark turquoise color. Mud Spatter, a unique color, another unique color. A brown, nice brown color. Almost looks like it's a darker tone of the leather brown. Maybe it will fit into the triads of the brown tones. Let's make a match. I think I will get the leather brown. Yeah, it is a bit darker. You could paint with this and use the leather brown as a highlight. That could be pretty cool. And finally, we have Webbing Khaki. Another unique color. How many unique colors are there in this set? There's so many. Let's count them. 2 here. This one was unique and another unique. I think all these are unique. Yes, they are. And this one and the fair skin. Oh, rifle brown. That's also a unique color. 10 unique colors in this set. I'm very impressed. But let's get started painting the British soldier. Let's prime this British soldier. For that, I will use the matte black air primer from the Army Painter. I will use my airbrush, but you can actually use this with an ordinary brush and it works quite well. I'm only going to prime it black as I did on the American soldier and the German soldier. The primer is now dry and I will start painting his face using this fair skin. I still think I need to put a second layer of skin color on him. We have these three colors for the uniform and I will start laying down this dark battle dress. This is all unique colors. I will use a very big brush because there's a lot of uniform and I will just cover the whole uniform with this dark battle dress as a base coat. And while I wait for the uniform to dry, I will use this Barrett Maroon. And this is also a unique color. I've been looking forward to see this red. Ooh, that is a nice red color. I can see many uses for that. First layer of the dark battle dress is now dry and I will start making some camo work here on the uniform, but only here on the top half. And for that I will use the mid-tone of this triad. Later I will put in some of the three colors here so we can make some camo. And I think I'll use the mid-tone here on the straps for his backpack. And we might as well paint the backpack in the same color as well. Now I actually need to put in some camo dots and I'll just do this totally random. Just put in a spot here and there, but only here on his jacket. The pants will be brown. And now it actually looks a bit weird because there's only used two colors, the dark battle dress and the mid battle dress. And now I'll try to mix in some of these. Let's start with the commando green. I don't want to put much of this color into the camo because it's so distinct from the others, but only a few spots here and there. Webbing green. I know this is a mud spatter, but I think this brown color will mix in well in the camo. So I will actually give it a couple of dots of that as well. I don't know if this is historical correct, but I think it will just break a couple of these colors. And because it's called a mud, it's not a mud effect color. So I think it's a nice brown color and it will work pretty well here in this camo. And let's finish it off with some of the British camo green. And then I will just give it a couple of more dots of the dark battle dress. This pocket here will also get the mid-tone. I think I'll use this mud spatter for his boots. And while we wait for the shoes to dry, I will give it another coat of the fair skin. It actually bugs me a lot that I have to paint his hair black, so I don't think I want to do that because I need a black here on the band on the beret. So I'll mix it in with some of this rifle brown to give him a very dark brown hair color. And while we add it, I think I'll put a tiny bit of rifle brown here on the stock. Okay, let's put some white in his eyes. Let's use this steel on the gun. I'm using a very old, worn-out brush. I will only just try to dry brush. I think this mud spatter will be the base color for the base. Again, I will use this rust for some of the ground parts because I don't think I can put any rust on the soldier. And for this part of the video, I will have to do some voiceover because I didn't turn on my mic when I was doing these washes. But we have these four washes. We have the warm skin tone, the brown tone, black tone, and military shade. And I will put them in their respective places. Warm skin tone for the skin, brown tone for the pants, boots, and the backpack. And black tone for the machine gun, military shade for the rest of the uniform. Now the wash is dry. I think I will start working on the face right away because I was struggling a lot with the eyes on the American soldier and even with the German soldier. So now I'll see if I can do it better this time. I don't have any kind of blue and I could make his eyes brown, but I think I will use this commando green and mix in a tiny bit of white to make it a bit brighter. I will mix a tiny bit of this warm skin tone into the fair skin. I don't think I will get this face any better. So let's move on and make some more highlights on the uniform. I'll start with this mid battle dress and make some highlights on these straps. I'll also use it on the backpack here. I think I will start with the dark battle dress on the pants. Then I will go in with this light battle dress. And with this, I will just barely hit the edges. I haven't used this weapon khaki yet, and I actually don't know if it's too bright for using as a highlight. But I think I'll use it here on the straps and the boot wraps. They are also called putties. I actually think that worked quite well. Let's make some highlights on the beret. Here's the maroon. I also want to use some of the webbing green here on the base, just to make some grass. Let's do some freehand work. I need an emblem up here, and it has a black background, and there should be some kind of wing. I won't be able to make that tiny text that says "Who dares wins," but maybe we can make an illusion of it. I think we need to let that black paint dry. And while we let that black dry, I will do the final edge highlighting with this command red. It is the same as the pure red, and I'll just make a tiny edge here on the beret. Now it's going to be a bit difficult because this is going to be very tiny. I think that's the best I can do. I will put a logo up here so you can compare it, and it's not correct, but I don't think it's gonna get better than this. And now this British SAS soldier is ready for going into battle and win the war. This was the British World War II historical paint set. We got the British SAS soldier painted, and I got 10 new unique colors. One of them, the rifle brown, it was the only one that is also in the 2 other sets. So 9 new colors that I didn't own before, and I really love that. And these colors are very cool. There's the triads for the battle dress. Then we have this webbing khaki, and I really like this yellow sandy color. The mud brown, I think it will fit well into the triad system of the brown colors. And then we got another unique skin color. I think this will fit into the rosy skin triad. And the maroon, I really love this red color, and I'm gonna use that a lot. I could just imagine a cape or cloak or something would be very cool to use this for. And then we have some more greens, and greens, you can't have enough of those. The washes, I got plenty of washes now. And these 3 I really use a lot, and it's nice to have a lot of this in stock. Then we have some known colors, the scarab green and the pure red. And it's always nice to have them in stock. And now I think I have enough pure red because this color was also in the other 2 historical sets. We have a steel, this is the gunmetal, white and black, and of course the rust. I think I have 4 of these bottles now, but it doesn't matter, I can always use some. And this was the last of the 3 boxes from the Army Painter historical paint sets. I have an idea, and this is just my own idea, that they will come up with more of these sets. I could imagine maybe Japanese soldiers, some of the Australians, Russian. That could be a possible too. I don't know, this is just my idea. But if you already haven't done it, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.